Hello, here we are again. So I think we're now 5 weeks in to lockdown. I've lost count, to be honest, but life goes on. I've been enjoying watching lots of other people's videos and a few things I've seen which I thought I'd talk about as well. So let's start with this one, which I think John from Dr. Rhythm was showing the other day. Is Lou Courtney. I'm in Need of Love. Wonderful, wonderful album, really exquisitely produced. And it was re-released by Soul Brothers in the early 2000s, I think, about 2005, something like that. And more or less at the same time, another album, they re-released another album, which is in a very similar vein. Unfortunately, I don't have it on vinyl, I've only got it on CD. But it's this album here by J.R. Bailey, Just Me and You. This is a wonderful album, and it's got that same really rich, mellow soul production that you get on the Lou Courtney album. And I didn't know about this album until fairly recently. So it did come out on vinyl as well, the reissue, but you can't really, doesn't seem to be any of those available. So you can get the CD for nice and cheap though. And it's wonderful. After Hours is a really beautiful song. Just Me and You, the title track, is great. The original version of Love, 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 made famous by Donny Hathaway. It's a J.R. Bailey tune, he does it here. It's really, really beautiful. It doesn't seem to have famous people involved in it in the way that if you look at the this album, it's got lots of amazing session musicians and stuff. But it's really wonderfully done, so definitely worth checking out that one. I'd really recommend it. I've been seeing quite a few funky soundtracks as well that people have been doing, so I dug out this one, which I think is quite fun. This is War, Youngblood soundtrack. It's a bit hit and miss, was all I remember, but it does have a really nice chase tune here, Flying Machine, sort of Latin funk, the exact sound that you associate with War. That's a really good one, so I'm enjoying that. And this, when I got this 20 years ago or something, but there were loads of copies of this, all punched, loads of deleted copies that you could get everywhere, all for about £5. I don't know if it's the same now. They had loads of these dead stock copies. I don't know if that's the same anymore, but definitely nice little thing to have here. Because I've got loads of time as well, I've been doing that great thing of digging in my own record collection rather than being able to dig in shops. And I've been looking at a lot of my old hip hop records because I don't really listen to them that often anymore, but I've got some real gems, and this is one I've been listening to a bit. Really wonderful, particularly on these very sunny days that we've been having. You're locked in your home. This is perfect sunshine music. I don't know what it is exactly. There's just these kind of tones and frequencies they have. It's a really, really wonderful album. When it comes to De La Soul, people often think of the debut album as their most emblematic, but I really, really rate this one very highly. It's stuffed full of great songs with great production. You even get a very early appearance by Jay Dilla there. Really wonderful album. So I've been enjoying that one quite a lot. This is one I got arrived just today. I don't know how many copies will be left on Juno. I was looking, they're running low already. Now, if you're looking for it on Juno, it's Jimmy James and the Vagabonds. This Heart of Mine, quite nice. I wasn't really interested in that tune. What I was really interested in was the B-side, which is a song I've known for a long time. I've known it's very difficult to get. It's a supremely funky song, one of those songs that you just can't sit still to. And it's actually produced by a reggae artist with reggae musicians making incredibly funky music. And here it is, Sonia Spence, Let Love Flow On. Okay, now the original record that this is on, it's just an album track, but it costs loads of money if you want to get a copy of that now. But the Deptford Northern Soul Club, that's who these people are, have re-released this as a B-side. It's actually very difficult. There's no other reissues that I'm aware of with this song, and it's a song that everybody needs to have because it is wonderfully, wonderfully funky. It's one of those records which puts a smile on your face, and anybody who hears it will just want to start moving. So check it out while stocks last. See if you can get it. Okay, also been seeing lots of people showing off some Lovers Rock. I think John, the 6-inch pianist, was showing off this one, this nice compilation of soul covers, and quite a few people have been showing the Soul Jazz Brown Sugar comp. I consider myself something of a Lovers Rock fanatic. I've got quite a lot of it, and it's one of those things I just find completely irresistible, and have done ever since I was about 14. I've been completely obsessed by it. So I thought what I'd do is just talk about, or I'm going to show one song here which I think is the quintessential Lovers Rock song. Okay, now Lovers Rock is a very misunderstood term, because a lot of the time you'll see people using it to refer to reggae love songs, which is a good definition, I suppose, but it's a lot more than that when we talk about that specific British UK Lovers Rock sound, which is a very specific thing from, I guess, the late 70s, early 80s in London. So when you see things like, I don't know, Sanchez or Kashif Lindo or Mikey Spice, names like that, put as Lovers Rock artists, they're Jamaican singers doing love songs, but it's not the original UK Lovers Rock sound. It's just something very specific. So this record I'm going to show, for me, is the absolute quintessential sound. And here it is on Hawkeye Records, classic British reggae label. And the song is Let Me Be Your Angel by Portia Morgan. Now, why is this a quintessential Lovers Rock record? I'll go through it in stages. Okay, first thing, spanking red vinyl. Okay, a lot of the original 12 inches come on multicolored vinyl. It's great. There's pinks, purples, blues, yellows. I've got loads of different colors here. This one's on nice transparent red. So that's always a very common theme you see. Let Me Be Your Angel is originally a soul tune by Stacey's Lattislaw, but it's one of those kind of obscure soul tunes. And I think a lot of Lovers Rock is cover versions, but the better ones tend to be obscure cover versions. I think Soul Jazz did a Lovers Rock compilation a few years ago, and it had a lot of cover versions, but some of them were really obvious cover versions. I didn't really like it, some of those songs that much. A lot of those songs are very good, I should say, but this one's really good. It's an obscure soul version, soul song originally, and the best Lovers cover versions tend to be like that. There's lots of really good original Lovers Rock songs as well, but this is what you've got here. Now, Portia Morgan, if you check her up on Discogs, you'll see she doesn't have many other records, because that's usually the case as well. The artists are very obscure, maybe only 1 or 2 records that they ever released, and that was it. So you can tick that box off here as well. Also, very high, squeaky voice, if you like. Probably, I wouldn't imagine she was much more than about 15 or 16 when she recorded this. A very common theme. Teenage girl singers, they're a very common theme with Lovers Rock. There's lots of more meatier voiced singers as well, and lots of male singers, but the classic image of Lovers Rock is a teenage girl singing. And if you listen to the actual production, you just see it's this sound of very high bits, massive bass really shaking the floor, and then you've got these double drum hits, which is just the classic Lovers Rock sound. So I think I'll give you a sample of that so you get an idea. It's absolute sunshine on very hot red vinyl. It's beautiful stuff.
a struggle to survive. In this day and age, you still toe that march, lift that veil, get a little girl, you all in your tail. Yeah. But after hours, oh, but baby, be some place with atmosphere.